Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. And with you tuning in on the radio dial in Mississippi or through one of our online affiliates around the world, we're glad to have all of you with us as well. It's hard to believe, but it's been 2 years since Khalil and Stevie D of the group Force MDs has been on our program, but they are back with us today to talk to us not only about their amazing musical journey, but also what it's been like for them to do what they love and to be able to see the response from their fans. This year, they've given us some great music already. The single Don't Rush, you all will be hearing that a little bit later. And for those joining us in the Atlanta area, as well as those who will be traveling to Atlanta soon, on July the 8th, they're going to be joining an amazing roster of artists that's called Back to the 80s. We'll give you all the full rundown of that and let you all know how you can be a part of it, as well as how you guys can stay connected with the group. But Khalil, Stevie D, hello to you, and welcome back to the program.
Hey, how you doing, man?
What's up?
Hey,
happy
man.
to be back, man.
Look, glad to have you all back. Like I said, it's hard to believe it's been 2 years since you all have been on. But, I think that, the great thing about the two of you is that you've not only been able to, of course, continue to make great music, but also the response and the love from the fans has really been amazing. Stevie D, what has that been like for you to not only to see that response, but also to know that your fans are out there waiting on you guys?
So we're happy that our fan base is still with us. Knowing all the tragedies that the group is. We feel the love every time we step on the stage. They sing along all the songs. And great feeling, some people know the lineup changed a little bit, but they know that we still got the sound and, deliver a great show. And it's a blessing, that the audience all over the country that we've been performing still give us that love on stage.
Right. And Khalil, what about you? As Stevie D mentions, of course, you all have dealt with some difficult times over the years, even since the last time you all were on with us. But, what has it been like for you to know you have the love and support of the fans the way you do?
Well, I could tell you this, bro. It's an amazing feeling, man. It's like the magic in music. It's just like you really just don't know how much you really affect and change people's life through sounds and words and stuff where they still connected to you forever. And music is that magical note and sound that does that. And just to have the bass and the core audience that we have that's always riding with us and it's constantly expanding, it's a beautiful feeling. It's just like making classic, timeless music, man,
Right, exactly. And you all have been part of an amazing, I think, journey in music, but also an amazing time in music. Stevie, I want to talk about that because, as I said, you all are gearing up for the big event July 8th at the Wolf Creek Amphitheater. We're going to be giving out the details about that. But, the music that came out of the 80s, I was born in the mid-'70s, so, of course, the 80s was that music that I kind of first remember when it comes to, things that I remember when listening to on the radio. What has it been like for you to think about that, the era of music that you all were a part of that really no one has been able to duplicate?
Yes, I got to say, the 70s and the 80s were really key golden elements of music, golden eras of music. We're just so happy to be a part of that era. 90s to the 80s was a major change in music. A lot of those songs from the 80s, I may say, and I got to say the 70s too, but a lot of songs over the 80s stay timeless songs. A lot of timeless songs came out of the 80s. And we're happy to be with that. We're happy to be a part of that. And, just because your music still plays on the radio 30 years later, it's an amazing feeling.
And Khalil, really, Force MDs was ahead of their time in a lot of ways. Today I think we are so quick to want to put musicians and artists in a box. Force MDs was not going to go quietly into any particular category. You guys have been able to enjoy that area. What was that like for you to think about the fact that you all were kind of trendsetters in the sense of being able to not only be able to do what people love when it comes to R&B, but to add the hip-hop and other flavors to music?
Yeah, I got to say, so you asking some great questions because if people only knew during that time, just when, hip-hop was just starting out and meshing the hip-hop and the R&B back then was almost a little taboo. And to be the first ones to put it together and pioneer it, and make it with the normal sound today. Because when you hear Drake, when you hear Boys and Men, you hear New Edition, you hear all these groups that mesh in the R&B with hip hop. You know, the Godfathers right now is like they had to get gray hair to put it together. You know.
Right. And that's it. And I think that's why it's so special that you all are able to be a part of this big event that's coming up back to the 80s. We're going to be giving our audience information about that. I want to say for those who are just tuning in, he's on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome Stevie D and Khalil of the group Force MDs back to our program today. It's been 2 years since they've been on with us, but they have a brand new single that's getting a lot of attention called Don't Rush. You guys will be hearing here in a bit, as well as finding out how they're going to be joining a lot of great artists like Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane, and others as part of Back to the 80s in Atlanta, Georgia on July the 8th. So, Stevie D, let's talk about this new single, Don't Rush, because I think, again, when people hear it, I mean, of course they know it's Force MDs, but talk to us about, what it's been like for you now with new media and the way that the world is, using the Internet. What it's been like for you to share your music with the world the way you are today?
Well, it's great. It's definitely a great feeling. We had a young producer from Philly. He had a catalog of songs that came up with songs, and Don't Rush is one of the songs that stuck out the most. Melody and the hook, very infectious, because we got to do this song right here. I got a feeling that it's sticking to my head, it's going to stick to a whole lot of other people's heads. So it was a great feeling working with a younger producer, but still keep our sound grown and sexy, not trying to be too young, like trying to still be our age and still make a song that the young and the old can relate to. So it was right in the middle, and we felt good about it. And getting an overwhelming great response from the record, and we're very happy and blessed. And we just want to try to keep the tradition of the force going on, man. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. And Khalil, as you all hit the stage, of course, you're able to share the new music, as well as, of course, using the Internet. Could you have imagined, though, as Stevie was saying, some 30 years ago, to think that with a push of a button that people would be able to enjoy music from Force MDs the way that they're able to today? Could you have imagined that, Khalil?
No. I definitely couldn't imagine, but it's so funny what you said, how you put it. It's like I'm visualizing my head back when the vinyl was out. People like, what? It sounded like we was from another planet. We was Martians. I'm going to push the button, and everybody will hear the song, But
right.
The reality of it is, but the good thing of it is that, it's a new music model out, and pretty much, as, times change, so does everything else change, and you got to be able to adapt, and you got to be able to kind of like stay abreast. And mainly, what's important right now, it makes it kind of like a refreshing that we can deal directly with our audience by that tap of the button, and that we're dealing directly with our audience, and at the same time that we're able to build the audience directly ourselves without the middleman involved,
Exactly. I think that's it, and I think that is the amazing thing. We've talked about this single, Don't Rush. Stevie, how did this song come about initially?
Hello? It came about... like I said, we had this producer. We heard it, and we felt that this was the right song for us. Not too raunchy. It's right in the middle of saying things that just happened to a couple. We're going to light some candles, and, it's real romantic. Nice romantic feel to it. We had to do it, man. We just felt it was definitely for the lovers. And it's got a nice little two-step to it that we like also. So, very great element for it.
Yeah.
You got that
and
we get older. We getting older. We can't pop and flip like before and run. So we got those two steps that we can just stay. You feel good. Come on now. You already know. You said you was in the 70s. Now you already know. You can't go on the floor and flip like James Brown no more. As long as you got the little drink in your hand, you 2-stepping with the girl, and you rocking. You know what I mean? You still rocking.
Exactly. And we're able to see that even in the video. I want to mention that. I want to make sure people are subscribing to Force MDs on YouTube. They have the Don't Rush video there. There you're able to see them dancing, and also having a good time in the video. Make sure you all do that. For those who have not had a chance to hear the single, here is your opportunity. Here is Don't Rush by Force MDs. We'll be back with our final moments with Stevie D and Khalil right after this.
I'ma take my time and do you right. I know that we both been here before. There's something about tonight, yeah. I wanna wake up in the morning next to you, but you gon' have to put it on me, babe. 'Cause tonight is no rushing. We gonna light some candles. Tonight. We're gonna take our time, 'cause I know what you like, baby, take it slow. I'm turning off my iPhone. Tonight. Twitter and Instagram will have to wait, 'cause I'm gonna have my way with you tonight. Me and you, baby. Already got the candles burning. Press play on the Marvin Gaye song. I'm about to get you out them clothes. I'ma give you this sexual healing. I'm about to put it on you, babe, and make your body numb. Tonight ain't no rushing. We gon' light some candles. We gon' light some candles. Tonight. We're gonna take our time, 'cause I know what you like, baby, take it slow. I'm turning off my iPhone. Tonight. Twitter and Instagram will have to wait, 'cause I'm gonna have my way with you tonight. I've been waiting for you all day. You've been waiting for me all day. We've both been patient, so let's just get it on. Baby, it's just you and me. We gotta rush it, babe. We'll have the time of our lives. We gonna light some candles. You and me and you, yeah. Time, 'cause I know what you like, baby, take it slow. I'm turning off my iPhone. Tonight. Twitter and Instagram will have to wait, 'cause I'm gonna have we gonna light some candles. Tonight. We're gonna take our time, 'cause I know what you like, baby, take it slow. I'm turning off my iPhone. Tonight. Twitter and Instagram will have to wait, 'cause I'm gonna have my way with you tonight.
That again was Don't Rush by Force MDs. Make sure, as I mentioned earlier, you all head over to YouTube, be able to watch the video, share it with your friends from there, and then, of course, be able to support the single that is available on iTunes as well. Now, of course, if they want to see more of you guys dancing, they'll be able to do that, especially in the Atlanta area, guys, coming up July the 8th at the Wolf Creek Amphitheater. Again, as I mentioned, that's back to the 80s with Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane, Jaleel and Ecstasy of Houdini, High Five, you guys, Chubb Rock, as well as Troop. I mean, Khalil, I want to start with you on this. I mean, of course, we talked about the impact of the music on the 70s, the 80s, and 90s. I mean, what is it like for you to be a part of this great roster of artists that'll be together for one special event?
Well, I can tell you this: we've been on this tour with these guys since February, and it's about to go back into the fall. But I say it's magical, man. It's magical because what happens is we see their audience, they see our audience, and we just see how powerful it is to have this timeless music together that brings everybody together under one roof, having a good time and bringing them back into the times when they was young and they remember moments in their life that were so memorable. It's magic. It's magical.
Yeah. And Stevie, Khalil brings up a good point because each one of you do have your own audience. Is that also showing the power of music to see all of them together in one place?
Yeah. It's the power of R&B hip hop. That's point blank the power of R&B hip hop. It all started like the 80s, us, other groups, everything Pod, all these groups. That whole R&B hip hop sound started in the 80s, and like I said, people grew up. All they doing is out there singing their favorite songs by their artists. So you got some hip hop heads that love R&B, some R&B that love hip hop. They all pushed in one crowd, just singing along for all the great music that was made. It's a fun feeling. We've been on a couple of these dates back to the 480 dates. It's so much fun, and people's gonna have a great time out there. A lot of energy. So Atlanta, fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a fantastic show.
That's right.
And I know they're
also Music Choice, Vivo. It's a lot of places that's airing the video as well. You know.
All right, so make sure you all are definitely looking for that. And also, as I mentioned earlier, you all are definitely using the Internet. You all are on the social media networks. Want to make sure our audience is being able to follow you all on Facebook, on Twitter. On Twitter, you guys can find them very easily there. Their website is theforcemds.com, and that'll kind of keep you up with all the great things that are going on with them. But make sure you guys are going over to www.wolfcreekamphitheater.com. There you can be able to purchase your tickets for the upcoming event. Again, it's called Back to the 80s, featuring an amazing roster of artists, including the guys of Force MDs. They'll be there on July the 8th. So definitely make sure you guys head over to the website, go ahead and get your tickets, and help spread the word as well. It's going to be an amazing event, an amazing opportunity for you all to see the best of hip-hop and R&B together, and I think that's the great thing as well. Khalil, Stevie, thank you all so much for being back on with us. Really appreciate the time. I know you guys have been crazy busy. We appreciate you all stopping by, and looking forward to having you back on the show again soon.
Hey, sounds good. It's a pleasure being there.
All right. Hey, look, the pleasure is definitely all mine. Definitely want to thank our good friend Lisa G of Connecting You to PR for setting up this conversation with us for today. She's always reminding us that good music still lives, and we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live today. You all make it a great one.